3 years from now, if it says Carvana PPA Tour champion, I don't care. We're not digging through the archives, Zoe. You want to come grab a medal, and Lea's in a good spot to do that here.
Certainly, yeah. I think Lea's excited to see that 2 by her name instead of maybe the customary 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Clearly still a very, very talented singles player, but also maybe getting to the semifinals or even a final without running into, an Anna Lee, a Kate, or a Brooke, like you said, who are sitting this one out. So a little bit more open draw for Lea, and I'm sure she can feel it.
Yeah, she got the big bag by winning the LT Open earlier this year in 50 grand. On the other side is the hard-hitting Jalina Ingram, and 18 from the Phoenix area. That's where Peoria, one of the suburbs there. Zoe, tell us about Jalina and what she does well.
Yeah, Jalina is a great competitor. She's had a couple big wins on tour already, I believe, possibly even one over Jeannie Bouchard. Hope I'm not misspeaking here. But yeah, very feisty, good power off the ground. One thing that she does do that's a little bit interesting is when she gets that paddle back, the paddle face is a little open. That can lead to a little bit more variation in the ball that comes off her paddle. So if she's playing well, she's playing really, really well. But just making sure she doesn't let some of those errors squeeze into her game, especially against somebody like Lea Jansen, who's not going to give her much.
Yeah, so that's the thing as you progress through a draw. How many? It's the season of giving, Zoe, but they get more Grinch-like the more we get through it, as you don't get the layups and the freebies from others. So this would be a massive win for Jalina. She's going to have to earn it here. And the winner of this one, talk about some up-and-comers, Sione Mendez and Kiora Kunamoto are playing. So that's the winner of this gets the winner of that. So here we go. Ingram to serve. Let's play pickleball.
And you'll see a lot of that from Lea Jansen. One of her strengths is coming into the net, which a lot of women are not super comfortable with. She still finds herself very settled up there, so she's going to try to get in quickly.
Yeah, she's at her best when coming forward, that's for sure. This return from Ingram, and when you're playing a player the caliber of Lea, you need to get the spirit of the holidays out of your game and not give the freebies. Wow, what a world-class point from Ingram there, Zoe. My goodness.
Very good point from Jalina there, and still had to paint the line and the net tape to win it. So showing how Lea Jansen can cover the court just as well as anyone. But really nice point from Ingram. Jansen's also very good at using both the width and the length of the court. So that return, while maybe didn't look great, was very short and made Ingram step up into the court. She wasn't quite able to handle it. So smart return from Lea there.
Yeah, these short returns can cause problems, man.
Very much so.
How about inside out up the line, Zoe? All right.
I'll have to learn that one. It's not one that I have in my arsenal yet.
That is special right here.
And a great just half step up to that ball to get it inside the baseline. And then she's 2 steps in and she's at the kitchen already if that ball were to come back.
So Lea Jansen on the top of her game to start here. Couple missed returns from Ingram. Again, this is round of 16. We'll play through the quarters today, semifinal Saturday, and then championship Sunday. And a timeout coming from Ingram as this has gotten off to a rocky start So let's take a look, Zoe, at our sandals match summary of the day here so far. And boy, these.
Time in. 5-0. Point.
That is not what you want to have happen out of the timeout. That's a third missed return.
6-0. Side out.
Yeah. Just deep with the overhead there, and there's a good look at Jack Pryor, vision coach, and just such a calming influence for Lea. And what a prince of a human being too.
Point.
How about that serve up the tee?
I like a well-placed serve. That's a nice point for Jalina Ingram to finally grab on the board.
1-6.
Inside out forehands for days, but then push the next one wide. Is your preparation for singles different than doubles, and how so?
Definitely more of a physical game. Don't want to get that heart rate up quickly, so making sure I have a little bit of a longer warm-up where I've definitely broken a sweat and gotten that heart rate running a little bit more, and just feeling like I'm ready to compete. There's definitely a more physical aspect of that hard work that you don't get in doubles.
Point.
And wow, the freebie factory is running triple shifts here, and Jalina's got to tell the elves to stop making toys. 7-1. Oh no.
Point.
No, mischievous elf hits it off the tape. 8-1. So not what Jalina had in mind. And again, in this format, getting out of there quickly because you have to play a bunch of singles matches is a big deal.
Point.
Another missed return.
Yeah, I'm sure Lea is happy with the speed of these points. Jalina's been able to dig in for a couple, but not enough to really consistently be pushing Jansen here, and then giving up 2 or 3 points at a time, making it a nice 9-1 lead for Lea Jansen.
Great stab volley, but Jansen has half the court, can't find it. So see if Ingram can learn from that.
And Lea actually brought her in on that point. She hit a nice angled backhand, had her right where he wanted it, but couldn't quite execute. So again, using that length of the court really well.
Side out.
And just out of sorts here is Ingram.
Some frustration toward her coach, it looks like, as well.
9-1.
Stinking coach made me miss my serve.
Point.
Short angle backhand, and Ingram can't find that one, and we are at game point rapidly.
Not quite recognizing that ball from Jansen got well below the net. She's still trying to put it away when it needed to be 1 or 2 more shots after that.
What a beautiful first volley, picture perfect form, and Lea Jansen is cooked.
And then we can maybe take a timeout and talk about more strategy.
What a rocket of a first serve, though.
Very deep serve.
You know you want to make your first return, and then you got to deal with that.
1-0.
Just missed it after playing the best rally of the day, and I'm sure that doesn't make her happy, but she had exactly what you asked for. Jansen was on the ropes, staying back.
Yeah, much better point there. Both players keeping the ball really deep. No one was able to come in. Jalina just a little bit wide on that approach shot, but much better play.
Wow, another one
Point.
the tape. So 3-0 Jansen.
And great recognition from Jansen there, what Ingram wasn't able to do at the end of last game of that ball's below the net. I can't necessarily hit it hard, but was able to come up with the winner nonetheless. Smart shot.
3-0.
Just kept having the footwork to find forehands, and Lea Jansen looks just absolutely at the top of her powers.
Very, very controlled, very relaxed, and yeah, hitting her spots very well.
Four zero. Point.
He wasn't cheated on the cut. Unfortunately, the net got in the way. And it is literally like a boulder going downhill, picking up momentum here on Ingram.
5-0. Point.
I mean, it's surgical.
Or yeah, coming in maybe a little bit sooner than you'd think. Because Ingram's got good lateral movement up the net. She's been stabbing some of these balls back. But the current baseline to baseline is not in her favor.
One timeout.
Yeah, I like your idea of changing the pace a little bit here, too, because Lea has fed off the, I mean, Ingram hits a hard, pretty flat ball that has not caused Lea many problems at all. So we'll see if there is any
6-0.
switcheroo in the pace. She does come in, so she listens, Zoe.
And she's moving up to the ball pretty well. So another one that she was able to just step into a little bit more to get to the kitchen a little faster, apply some pressure.
0-6. Side out.
At least laughing at oneself is a good way to get through it, even though you're probably saying some special words inside. That's nice. Tui down the line, scraped right down there. And she's like, look at what I can do. We've seen it. And that's the scary part if things are going so well and you know there's a good player on the other side.
0-6.
What an angle, what control. Sticking those volleys, Zoe. I mean, and she's as good as it gets at that.
Yeah, she placed some of those volleys extremely well. And to have the composure of being up at the net and then knowing, okay, maybe I'm not going to be able to put this ball away. I'm just going to place it deep and then get my opportunity. Very impressive.
Point. Seven zero. Point.
Little dipper with the Tui and punch deep from Jalina, and we are 3 points away from an absolute whitewashing here.
8-0.
Wow, what a backhand up the line again. Everything working for Jansen.
Beautiful backhand from Lea and great footwork to be able to put that ball back down the line or almost a little bit inside out there.
9-0. 45 seconds. 9-0. Side out.
All right, let's see if Jalina can get rid of that ugly 0 and get just a little something.
0-9.
What a great little drop volley there from Lea Jansen, and we are at match point. Excuse me, I'm a point ahead of myself here, 9-0.
9-0. Point.
Here comes match point number 1 for Lea.
10-0.
Wow. They're scraping by to get to the next round, and then there is full-on ownership of a match, and that is what Lea Jansen did right there. You even saw that little face like, man, I just won 1-0. Yes, you did. Lea Jansen rolling in to the quarterfinals. We'll be right back.